right now. What about the makeup of the future of work? How's that different from today?
Yeah, well, thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to be here and already had some great conversations, so excited to continue that. So the makeup of the workforce of the future is very similar. We're going to have an intergenerational workforce for a very long time, like we've always had. I think the other interesting pieces is just how our actual labor force is changing and sort of in terms of size. So we have our baby boomer generation, they're working longer, but we are facing a retirement cliff. So thinking about how we leverage the skills of those older workers to bring on the new talent and to have that strategic planning and workforce development planning for people coming online is a big piece of it. We also have our diverse younger generation. So the last census showed us that for the first time, people under the age of 18 were majority people of color. So it's a completely different makeup than the makeup of our generations in the past. And as we think about designing workforce, education, employment practices, how are we reflecting on the experience of these people of color and bringing them in? So those are some of the two key pieces. We also just have declining birth rates. So we have fewer workers and lower labor force participation rates. So you'll often hear at workforce development events, we have 2 jobs for every worker. So people are a resource that we cannot take for granted anymore. And that's a big part of what you'll hear us touch on is how do we maximize the talent from across generations, across different experiences, and really retain those workers because you don't want to give them up. It's hard to find new ones.